Set in 1930s, you explore a mansion to find somebody's uncle or some shit. I don't know. It doesn't seem very important. Let's just get into it. Standard. The standard experience with its intended difficulty. Modern. Extra help provided to make the experience smoother and easier, including hints and helpful highlights. I'll go modern. Alone in the Dark, a reimagining of the original, not a remake. Like most games these days. Alone in the Dark, in case you forgot what fucking game you were playing.
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, Detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
But Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at your setup?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Doing what she suggested just now is called brandishing a firearm, and it's a crime. And I hope she's reimbursing him for gas money if he's doing all this just for her. Well, he has the gun, so I'm gonna go with him.
Hello? Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be. There has to be someone around.
You knocked 5 times. Keep trying.
Wait here. I'll go around back.
Wouldn't it make sense more so for her to go in first, since she's part of the fucking family? They'd recognize her. Chapter 1. Oh, no name, just okay. Objectives. Look for a way inside the house. Easy enough. Graphics ain't bad. I'm just in a barn.
Now what do we got here?
A flashlight. Clue. Kitchen garden key. The flashlight's probably gonna fuck with me because most games do have it being like R3, but one particular game I do has it L3, so it's probably gonna fuck with me a bit before I get the hang of it. Also, you should definitely have Emily come in here with you. Like, the very first little barn entrance, I get it, maybe. But once you're past that, just have her come with you. You know what? I should have chosen Emily. Because it would make more fucking sense that way. Oh, well. Because, like, even if I brought someone over to where I live, they would, of course, be accompanying me the whole time, not just going on their fucking own. But, hey, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just a motherfucking charge.
Nah, I'm not getting in there.
You could with a pair of bolt cutters. Also, it does look a tidbit run down, but, well, not just a tidbit. But, like, this honestly is kind of a beautiful garden. What a beautiful 3-tier fountain.
Whoa. This one big tree is at a conservatory.
Nice water effects, too. One thing I'll say. A lot of developers have stated that the two hardest things to get right in a video game are as follows. Running water, or even regular water, but especially running water, and hair.
Huh?
Hair is incredibly difficult to get right, apparently. And then you got Rockstar, who went all in on everything for Red Dead 2. The most notorious one being the one that everybody fucked with, which was the horse balls one.
I need the key.
Do I not already have a fucking key? You fuck. Like I say, there shouldn't be this much running water in the 1930s if it's like all run down and shit. A lockbox, looks like. Pistol ammo. Or pistol rounds. Not so much pistol bullets. Pistol bullets are what they would be if they were already shot. You got the bullet and you get the casing. With other shit too, but the main thing is you get the bullet and you get the casing. Which comes together to comprise the round, otherwise known as a cartridge. I prefer them call them rounds, though. I prefer to use cartridge only for higher end shit, like sniper rifles and whatnot. So this mansion is going to be like the Resident Evil mansion, I assume? Okay, here's the thing. This is a reimagining of the first game, right? The OG game from 1992. Alone in the Dark was a big inspiration for Resident Evil back when it first came out. So I wonder if this is going to be a scenario like Uncharted and Tomb Raider. Because Uncharted came after Tomb Raider, but then the Tomb Raider reboots essentially copied off Uncharted for half their shit. Break into Derketo, and I missed that objective. The fuck's the objective?
Derceto, the old plantation building, was ready to fall, but kept alive by some starry-eyed carpetbagger called Dr. Gray. Seeing how the staff couldn't even...
Yeah. Find the front door and let Emily Hartwood inside. I mean, she could have been inside this whole fucking time if she just came with us, but what else?
Mind if I do?
Drink. That had a plus sign on it, which tells me that to drink is the health, which is kind of interesting. Because in most games, drinking, most games that allow it, drinking is a detriment. That kind of promotes drinking, actually. Hey, drink some fucking whiskey, it'll heal you. Family
Every
Bible.
day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I'm...
Fuck this. I pray you will tell me if I'm going down a path that you find disagreeable. With the help from Bastille and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gris-gris. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. Well, that priestess is fucking with you. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around. That the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compared to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young. A goat without horns. Give me a minute. Oh. At least they let me stop the automatic thing so I could fucking do it myself. Unlike fucking Silent Hill, the fucking short fucking message, which sits there and has like 5 fucking pages written by some fucking bitch who sits there and takes 5-second long intervals in between each fucking word. I almost stopped playing that fucking game because of that. That shit was bullshit, man. Like, either A, have your game not narrate files, or B, if it does, make it quick enough that it's not stupid, or C, let me stop the shit. I feel like I'm about to be going to war. I just hope it doesn't take too many rounds to take a single enemy out. Fuck me, fuck.
Please do not
Sabotage.
touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
Fuck me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's Yuri Lowenthal. Who started out... in Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, and has been in everything known to mankind ever since. Except now he's speaking with a slight accent to get with the times of the 1930s.
I need the key.
Are non-essential items you can find at the game. Completing sets will uncover hidden knowledge and studies even more. Interesting. I'll just call them lags, cause fuck pronouncing that. Interesting. Damn you.
Sunday, June 22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible.
Cassandra's upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought them from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't need to send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on my desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knows something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like this blots and streaks of fetid. Okay. So the grand parlor. Thank you for that puzzle hint to get in there.
Okay.
Gotcha. I'm always in favor of maps. Games where the map isn't completely fucking useless. Oh.
It's wedged shut.
Not quite like games like Tormented Souls or Control, or the map is egregious.
Looks important.
Okay.
It's wedged shut.
Oh. Only one way to go then.
Oh.
That looks like the front door to me. Yep.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can.
Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that heartwood gloom, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable how? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
Don't I know you from somewhere?
Who's your man again, Miss Hartwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! All of you! Get back to your rooms! McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up. The whole staff is looking for him.
What? He ran off?
I don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in his room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Excellent. Thank you, madam. All right, here we are.
Let's look around. See if we can dig up any clues.
Jeremy had gone missing. The housekeeper said the staff at Derceto was looking.
Yeah, I know. I don't need a fucking recap what the fuck's going on, game. The fuck? Interesting enough.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself.
Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of whatever the fuck. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Signora Perosi back from the beat? Fucking fuck. Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggled to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Signora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel, rising above the ledgers and the oven vaults, shall be your sepulture, where you may rest and we will weep.
How did you first come to understand such things, Senora? How did you know that the battered boil in the basement would lead me to Lafayette Cemetery?
Or how the old upstairs clock, with its astronomical motifs, would take me to that hateful mound outside of Clermont Harbor. Those are my memories, my past. Is there perhaps a chance, if ever so small, for me to see Tango? I want that more than anything. Please let my talisman take me there. Let me sit with Juan under the Bodhi tree. Despite having sold me the talisman, Miss Jackson, Miss Jackson, the voodoo priestess, revealed none of her secrets to me. That's why I traveled to Tuncree. Instead, she cruelly told Baptiste, my caretaker, that he would be betrayed and killed the most awful way. That the one he loved would pierce his thigh with a sharp spear, and that he would be devoured by his own mother. What a terrible thing to say.
The people of Deseto were becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but he confuses my worries.
He is caught up in treating me. How can he expect evil to be cured with medicine and conversation? The orderlies, the housekeeper, and the patients are all deranged. They will call upon evil to enter this world. All will be lost. Everything. Everything. Unless I can find the clerk, Mr. Waits. He seems to be a thinking man. Maybe Beauregard?
The dock man offered me a prison, and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered the dock pact. Everyone is safe, except for me.
Painted tile. Which would be the thingy for the boiler room. That was a lot of shit, though. Oh, never mind. It's for this. Huh.
Hey, you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Oh, help me out here, will you?
I would kill a guy to throw some of this stuff out. I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
Oh, wow. That's striking. I want to save this one. All right, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming. Miss Hartwood. Emily? What the hell is going on? Where am I?
Here's what I want to know. How much is different if you choose Emily? Also, at least for me, that painting just gave me Call of Cthulhu flashbacks. Actually, one last thing too. A lot of the soundtrack for this game, so far, harkens back to 1930s type shit, which is fine, it takes place in 1930s. But at the same time, this isn't, like, it takes place in 1930s, yes, but that's not the focus of the game. The focus of this game is its atmosphere. So I feel like they're fucking up by making it so 1930s. Or maybe that's just fucking me. Sorry. I swear to God, I feel like this is about to be like Silent Hill. Yep. Oh, fuckity fuck. Homie, G. Willikers. Okay, this game is so fucking unresponsive. But I mean, to be fair, it's hit me like 4 times. I've only lost like 20% of my health, so... If the game's gonna be unresponsive... What the fucking fuckity fuck? Homie!
Let them get inside, Combear. They're not the good kind.
Are you... Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's story.
Jeremy did this. How?
The pact with the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find him.
Oh, yeah? How much she paying you?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. You a thinking man, Combear?
No, not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, Combear. Yeah, the Mama Loa. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look.
I just wanted to know how much she's paying him, adjusted for inflation. It's $2,700. So about $3,000. Not bad. Oh, that's one of those thingies again.
You want to come along?
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
+2. Considering how much ammo it took me to kill that first motherfucker. Not exactly, go. Devastated by that.
I can't go that way.
Fuckity fuck. The last one looked like a garden monster. That one looks like some kind of squid monster.
Nice.
What the fucking fuck? Hell yeah. Fuck you, thing. Fuck you, 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 thing.
Oh.
Son of a fuck! Homie G. Wilker! I knew it. Fucking fuckity fuck. You son of a fucking bitch. Fuckity fuck, fuckity fucking fuckity fuck. Come on, you cocksucking whoremonger. Come on, you fucking fuck. Come on. You fucking pieces of shit. The fuck in here, dude.
It's the talisman, like the one in the painting. Oh, I recognize this plate.
An old talisman shit, I don't give a fuck.
I think it's meant for the talisman. I think it needs numbers, like coordinates. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes.
Here we go. So, this game is going to have puzzles in it, just like I thought. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do exactly like from here on out, I'm going to do exactly like I predicted in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I think. Let me see. Hang on. Darkman. Eight, 5, 3. What?
It's showing something. A place? Where is that? Huh.
Never mind, I can keep shooting for the time being.
Detective, I was wondering when you were going to show up. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. I understand you are working for Jeremy Hartwood's niece.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're not wrong. We came here for her uncle. I just didn't expect... I didn't expect this. You are Dr. Gray, right?
That's right. You don't happen to have some identification, Detective. I'm not keen on having strangers prying into my business. Oh, Detective Edward Carnby, Decatur Street, New Orleans. Enjoying the Vieux Carré, Detective? Those old French quarters, the voodoo people, the gangsters. I'm sure you live an exciting life.
Well, it's not quite like the stories, Doc. Just trying to make a living.
Aren't we all making a living? Well, welcome to Deseto, Detective. I hope your time here will be useful. Now, what can I do for you?
Why don't you tell me where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Why wouldn't that make for a short visit? I wish I could tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know. A drink, Detective?
Anything brandy.
Oh, you do belong in the French quarters, Detective. Armagnac or cognac?
You know, just give me the cheap stuff. I'm not much of a connoisseur.
Having low standards is not a virtue, Detective. Let me see if I can broaden your perspective.
What can you tell me about Jeremy?
I wouldn't want to go into details about his condition. Doctor-patient confidentiality. I'm sure you understand.
Sure, but he is crazy, and he's gone missing. Why?
Here, try this.
Ooh, it's good. Got a bite?
It's called a sidecar. The trick is not to be afraid of the tartness of the lemon. Then, for goodness sake, don't overdo the triple sec.
Okay, what can you tell me about Jeremy?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, constantly worried about events not presenting themselves according to his model of predestination. He complains about things not being carried out in the right order, and that some things simply shouldn't be. Is any of this helpful to you?
Not really. I was hoping for some direction where to look next.
I'm sorry. I have nothing for you then. You should talk to my orderlies. They have been looking for him for a while now. I'm sure they would appreciate your help.
Yeah, I ran into Batiste earlier. Come to think of it, he might have given me a lead.
Oh, excellent. So your investigation is already underway.
I'm gonna go, but I'm sure we'll meet again.
Looking forward to it. Safe returns.
Chapter 2.
Detective Carnby, where did you go?
I was just talking to Dr. Gray.
You disappeared.
No, it's not what you think. Have you found anything strange going on here?
Yes. Everyone is being incredibly evasive and I can't figure out why.
No, I mean something you can't explain. Paranormal, even.
Detective, I really need you to get yourself together. I can't do this alone.
Forget it. I'll figure it out.
Do you want to come see Dr. Gray?
No, I want to try something. With this talisman, I think I can follow Jeremy to the place he mentioned in the book. What was the name? Do you remember something Spanish? Tarawea. Yeah, that's where I need to go.
Detective, are you gonna be all right?
Yeah, of course. Go talk to Dr. Gray. We'll rendezvous later.
I figured the whole fucking point would be to work together, but apparently not.
This talisman brought me back from the French Quarter in the blink of an eye. If Jeremy can travel so easily, then he could be hiding anywhere, even Tarawea. If he can do it, so can I. I just need to figure out how the talisman works.
I can tell you right now that this game is going to be a slow drag with puzzles, which isn't bad by any means. The reason I mention it is because that sort of style, with all the heavy puzzles and all that, and having to sift through files to do shit, it's good, but it's not suited to my style of streaming. Basically, it's going to require editing. It hasn't so far, but it's going to get to that point where it's going to be that way. And there's probably going to be some slower stuff on there that I'm probably just going to cut out. So yes, I'm gonna do exactly as I predicted in Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and I'm going to go ahead and just call it quits here for stream and continue this only through recording and editing. So, thank you for your time. No more face cam from here on out for this game. Besides, I think that Chapter 1 is a pretty good place to stop it from here.